One that is, if you like, in a bit of a limbo that everybody knows is Moise Katumbi. He's in a limbo simply because people don't know whether he meets all the criteria to be applying for such a job. In order to apply for a job, you must be of Congolese origin. Now, his origins are somewhat in doubt at the moment until he has proven that he is from the DRC and he is an if you like, he is a legitimate Congolese. As we know, last elections, he didn't actually apply, or they stopped him from applying because there were concerns that he was not Congolese and that there were documents that were falsified and that his parents, both father and mother, are not from the Congo. Now, he says otherwise. He says his mother is Congolese, but his father isn't. And a lot of... Welcome to Good Morning DRC TV. We are very excited to be able to bring you some news from the Democratic Republic of Congo. As we mentioned to you before, that here this channel is dedicated to bringing you events and information to do with our continent, that is Africa. Particularly now we are focusing on the DRC, or the Democratic Republic of Congo, just because we are running up to the elections in less than 60 days. So there are a lot of things that are happening and we want to bring it to your attention. Wherever you are in the diaspora, if you haven't had opportunity to subscribe to our channel, let me ask you, please do subscribe to our channel, share this link with other people, and give us a thumbs up. It helps us so we can gauge what information you give us, so we can bring you content that you would like. If you happen to have children who do not speak Lingala or French, this is the opportunity where you get your information in English. Now, I want to focus on the elections. As you probably know, that we are at that time of the year. 5 years have come, or 4, and about 6-7 months have come and gone. So now we are right in December 20th, there will be election in the Democratic Republic of Congo. As you would know, if you have been following what has been happening, I've been basically updating you, giving you information in terms of what is happening here. The elections that nobody thought will happen this year is actually taking place. And there had been a lot of discussions and, if you like, arguments and disagreements, and people not really wanting to be involved in these elections because some of them did not believe that it was properly or will be properly organized, and they thought that some people are in the different organizations that are putting this together that they didn't like, and there were conditionalities, and there were, if you like, things that were asked to be done before they joined. But in the end, we can see all and everyone that said that they would not take part, they are now part of this. They have aligned themselves and they have applied for the top job, that is to be the president of the DRC. Now, what we have seen up to this very moment, they are now 24 candidate for the position of the president in the Democratic Republic of Congo. To my amazement, I've seen faces that we've never seen in politics before. And to a lot of people are asking questions. I mean, where are all these people coming from and what are they doing here? Because clearly they know that they're not going to win the elections. But as you know, it is also about bargaining. A lot of people are already anticipating that there are a lot of people that will be negotiating and bargaining and selling and buying, if you like, just so that, obviously they can recoup and, make a bit more profit, because you had to put down about $100,000 for you to apply for the top job. Now, what we have here, we have a long list, 24 people. But if you basically wiggle it down, you will have only about but 5 or 6 people that are real contenders in these elections. And out of those 5, they're going to have to choose. Now, this we're talking about the opposition parties now. The opposition party, all of them, if you like, are against one man. But what transpires now, they all know that if they go different ways, they don't stand any chance of winning the elections. So what they're going to have to do is, if you like, choose one person who's going to represent the opposition party, and everybody else just rally behind that individual. And what we have seen at the forefront of this, we can see Katumbi, and we have Fayulu. So these are the 2 guys that everybody in the opposition party is banking on, that if they can support that individual or one of them, then they stand a chance. Now, as far as the application is concerned, they've made the application, but these are potential candidates. They're not candidates as yet, because the only organization that is the appropriate organization to name who the candidate are is called CENI, and it will be giving out the final list after sussing out, or basically wiggling it down after doing all this that they need to do in order to confirm. So they will do it in about a week or 10 days. So this is when we will know who is actually running for the election, who the real candidates are. But right now, as I said, yes, they are now negotiating. They are now bargaining. They are now talking, selling and buying, if you like. Some of them are saying, look, I carry more weight because I am well established throughout the DRC. Some of them have money. Some of them have a strategic advantage over others. So these are the kind of negotiations and the bargaining of power that is actually going on at the moment before they finally choose who their man is. But right now, like I said, these candidates, they are not yet confirmed, because some of them apparently haven't met the requirement in order to apply for such a job. The one that is, if you like, in a bit of a limbo that everybody knows is Moise Katumbi. He's in a limbo simply because people don't know whether he meets all the criteria to be applying for such a job. In order to apply for a job, you must be of Congolese origin. Now, his origins are somewhat in doubt at the moment until he has proven that he is from the DRC, and he is if you like, he is a legitimate Congolese. As we know, last elections, he didn't actually apply, or they stopped him from applying because there were concerns that he was not Congolese, and that there were documents that were falsified, and that his parents, both father and mother, are not from the Congo. Now, he says otherwise. He says his mother is Congolese, but his father isn't. And a lot of people have said, no, that is still wrong. His mother is from Zambia. So there are all these, situations that he has to prove that he has a mother from this country. Now, what will happen, we don't know. But this is the thinking, that if in the coming days, or if he was disqualified, then obviously Martin Fayulu would replace him. Now, they are already, if you like, bittering and fighting between these parties, because on the one hand, Martin Fayulu says he's the man who's qualified, he has people's trust, and he has never mismanaged anything of the government or any funds from the government or the states. And he says that in terms of morality, he's really up there, and no one equals him. These are the kind of thing that is going on at the moment. So there is a bit of a, if you like, fighting between them. But eventually, they will come to some kind of agreement. What we do know as well, there are external forces. There are powers that are controlling the scene, obviously, from overseas. Now, the EU and other European countries, they also have their candidate, that is Mukwege. So what they're doing is basically trying to bring Mukwege on the scene. You don't see him on the pictures of the guys behind me, but Mukwege is one of those guys who has not been involved in politics. He's a medical doctor. He's been involved in helping women in the eastern part of Congo, those who were victims of the violence there. So that's what he's well known for. And he won the Nobel Peace Prize because of the work that he did. But in terms of politics, I mean, he doesn't have any clout. Nobody knows anything about him. He's never, had a party before or addressed or done anything political. But for that matter, he's now the chosen, if you like, candidate for the external world. So whoever's pulling the strings, they'll get to a stage where if Katumbi is no longer running, then you'll have Mukwege and Martin Fayulu. And then the EU and European countries, they will back whoever candidate that they are for. But they're running against a man that is well loved by his people. Now, Faci Beton is only depending on the Congolese people, those who have seen him in action, those who admire what he has done, those who can see in him a great leader, those who can see in him a visionary, those who can see in him somebody who can bring back, if you like, the glories of Congo. And he has a large crowd, and the population are behind him. This is something that obviously the opposition party will have to fight against. It's at the moment, from what we can see, from what we can tell, that if things stay the way they are, then obviously he will win the elections. But, anything can happen during these times and season. But let's watch and see what unfolds in the coming days, because the campaign has not yet started. It will start, I believe, in 2 weeks' time. But from now on, everybody's just basically doing what they can in order to prep and then, get ready for the real thing when it comes. So, just wanted to let you know that, out of this opposition parties, there will be one candidate that will merge, because there is only, if you like, one leg of elections. So that means that, if they go to the polls and whoever wins, wins. There won't be any second or any runners up or anything like that. So this is the reason why they have to pull all their strength together and trying to beat Faci, which is very, very difficult at the moment, because he seems to be like a man on top of his game. So if you like our content here, please do subscribe, share this link, and then we'll bring you more as things unfold. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye for now.